It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show with Billy the Kid and Scott Pang.
Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show!
It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! What up, I'm Scott.
And I'm Bill.
And this is the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Live from the Jams 96.3 studios.
Pirate ship.
With a little bit of Chris Brown
You
teeth.
see his
You know what the
eye
best thing
peeking
about
through.
it is that we only have one eye, so it's almost like he has a patch on, like Army matey.
Chris Brown.
Yo, what's a pirate's favorite movie? What kind of movie do they like to go see the most?
Are you talking about movies that are rated R?
Yo! Oh man, this makes me think. I'm gonna send you this video after the show. I found this thing when I was deep diving on YouTube the other week of these Somalian pirates.
Oh yeah,
trying to,
I still need to see this video.
They try to sabotage, take over this Russian boat. These Russian dudes, they pull out these war size turning guns, and they yo, crazy yo. Don't mess with the Russians. And when it comes to Somalian, I don't know what I'm saying.
Don't try to take over Russian boats.
Yeah, basically. All right, we got a lot to get to today. Yo, was Drake about to end Kanye's career? Drake tying Michael Jackson for what record? Can pizza really prevent cancer? But is it pizza? Mariah Carey, what is she doing out here in these streets? Roseanne, or in the tub.
In these bubbles.
In these bubbles, in these suds.
In the tub.
tub. Roseanne talk, and then we got some bad jokes to get to you too. Today's kind of a deluxe edition.
Yo, look at all those jokes. Look at all that green you're fanning out there.
Yo.
Make it rain bad jokes.
Let's get into the funniest thing, in my opinion, that was stated in the past 24 hours. Yesterday we were telling you about Jay Prince and he making the OG call to end this beef with Drake and all this. Well, he recently talked in another interview, and he says he heard it, and what Drake had in his next song was Ether Level, and that it would have ended Kanye's career.
He was gonna go. He says he read what Drake wrote. Drake was going after Kanye. Because you know Kanye and Pusha T, they're buddies.
Yeah.
And then Drake is going to end Kanye's career. This whole thing is starting to sound like a farce.
Yeah.
Like, it's a tall tale at this point. You got this legendary, non-existent freestyle diss track, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
That I don't think there's a better way. You said this. I don't think there's a better way to make it sound more fake than to be like, yo, Drake was going to end Kanye.
Yeah, it's like the way that he's coming out and saying, first of all, Kanye can't even end Kanye's career. Drake, you're not going to do it. Kanye stands, they are hard body, and they out ya. Because in 3 days, his album's already got over 100 million streams. It's probably going to end with at least 200 million by the end of the week. You know, there's no doubt about it. But, so, yeah, he says that, Drake had the lyrics all lined up to end Kanye's career, and when I hear that, it's like, okay, so now you're not going to respond. It actually makes me look at Drake like, yo, bro, now you're not going to put out anything, you're not going to end careers, now you're soft, you're all big and bad when it's working in your favor, but as soon as it don't work in your favor, you bow out, and people aren't playing fair because it's not working in your favor. Boo-hoo, Drake, wah. And what's this? Drake, you go from having ghost writers to ghost tracks?
That's bars. I want to say, let's say, for the sake of argument, let's assume that Drake has some career-ending material for Kanye.
Put it out.
What? Here's the thing, though, and this is what Jay Prince was saying, is that we've gotten to the point where this is beyond music, when you're bringing other people's friends and family members
especially
in.
when you start off with their fiance.
And you say, it's too far.
Drake brought it there. Drake brought it personal.
I don't think name dropping is that bad.
Yeah, but in hip hop, that's what it is. It's like a yo mama joke. You say something about a yo mama or somebody's family member, you cross the line. It's as simple as that. He said something about Pusha T's fiance, so therefore there's no more lines.
So Pusha T then unloaded, but it's.
And now Drake has every right to unload too. And what's Drake really even going to say about Kanye that we don't know?
Well, I can't imagine. But here's the thing. He may have every right to unload, but I keep hearing people say this, oh, bro, this is hip hop. It's like Biggie and Pac, right? But look how that turned out. Like, do we want that happening again?
Yeah, but not every beef ends like that.
No, but there's a lot of people who have actually died because of this stuff.
Yeah, but not
and
everyone.
even if it's not famous people, like, you don't want people
Drake's
getting
not
gunned
grabbing
down
a gun.
over some insults.
Yeah,
Drake's not grabbing a gun. Sure, no. I don't think Drake is going to go, perform a drive-by on anyone. But, when it was Biggie and Tupac, they weren't actually directly involved in either one, right? So,
yeah, they kind of were, though.
But they didn't, go perform the shooting.
And a lot of the saying is that, with the digress with the Pac stuff is that Pac got himself too invested into these gangs in New York City and was getting extorted too much, and they, eventually killed him for, means like that, and then the West Coast was like, well, if we don't have Pac, you're not going to have Big, and
okay.
That's, how it kind of breaks down.
So did have to get more embroiled into this violent subculture.
Here's the thing, right? This is never start. This isn't. Yeah, it's not subculture. It's not gang culture. This diss already to start off with. It's like the Jay-Z and Nas diss. It was never really. It had its street moments, but it never was going to guns. And
all right,
stuff
I can buy that. That's the most logical approach that I've heard to this so far. But still, I think when you're talking about taking it beyond music, and you're talking about people getting violent, and you're talking about
none of that. I don't
and
want
you're talking
that.
about even in the sense that you're talking about, like, Jay Prince is like, oh, this is going to drag Drake down. Like, he's going to ruin Kanye, but he's going to drag him down too. Again, I think he's talking it up, and I don't think this is actually a real thing.
Yep.
But also, in a sense, it's sort of artistic for him to even be doing this, because somebody's like, well, we've got this diss track that lives only in legend. A ghost track, but still, it's a ghost track, and it's like, ooh, the legendary ghost track of Drake.
That's going to end Kanye's career.
Yeah. So we're left.
And
to
I
just
think
sit
it's
here and
pathetic.
wonder.
It's like, so now also, Drake, you have nothing to say to the guy that's tearing you down, so you're going to go to the next guy. Okay, take some shots at Kanye in the song. Definitely do that, but don't focus just on Kanye, because then it's saying like, oh, well, I can't beat you up, so I'm going to beat up your brother.
Well, here's the question, though. Is going after Kanye like going after Dr. Frankenstein for creating Frankenstein's monster? Is he just going to burn the castle down? Is that what's happening? Because that's pretty much the scenario we got here. Either way, I don't think there's going to be any castle burning going on. I hope this isn't the end. I want to hear more about this.
Me too.
Because if it's real and it leaks within the next couple weeks or so.
And then also, let's not forget that Pusha T says he's got a lot more dirt that he didn't put out there. He's got stuff worse than what he's already put out there.
Man, there's so much talk.
So it's like, does Drake want to mess with it? Does Drake want to put something else and then possibly get exposed for something? We could go on all day about this, but so Drake, he just tied Michael Jackson for the most weeks at #1 in the year, right?
What's up, Assad? Welcome to the show. Thanks for checking in.
What up, Assad?
So Nice for What is #1 for a second straight week, which makes it 4th total week. So Drake had God's Plan was #1 for 11 weeks. Then 2 weeks of Nice for What 4 weeks of Nice for What. Run this all back. Nice for What's #1 for a second straight week, which makes its 6th total week. So it was God's Plan was 11 weeks straight. Nice for What was 4 weeks straight. Then we had 2 weeks of This Is America, and then it's back to This Is Canada for 2 weeks with Nice for What back at the top spots. So with his 17th week at #1, Drake has now tied Michael Jackson for second most total weeks at #1 in Hot 100 history. The #1 is, I almost said Usher, baby, but I can't stand it when he does that, so I don't know why I did that. Usher,
baby.
There's only one R in there, so that always annoys me. But, it's his name. He can say it however he wants. And I can also complain about it because this is our Cubicle Show, and that's the beauty of doing it in here, is I can say whatever the heck I want. I can go in on Heineken if I feel like going in on Heineken.
Right.
G-Dog. Because I know you ain't watching.
So, what up, Jody? Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, Jody.
And Genevieve. Linda Love is in the studio right there. We got 2 studios back and forth. Two adjacent studios. So, one show, next show. You just hop in and out. iRock Mix is over in that studio over there. And then I'm in here during the 5 o'clock mixtape when we talk. Okay, whatever. Kind of letting you in to the behind the scenes.
I love behind the scenes stuff. I wish I could do more behind the scenes stuff. I wish I could go on air and be like, yo, this song sucks, but I gotta play it anyway. Because
so, she's over in that studio behind that board. Okay.
Wait, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. You're just.
Oh yeah,
going off on Bill.
I was gonna say, welcome to the real world. You got to do things you don't want to do.
Right. All right. So, some scientists say they've developed a pizza that can prevent cancer, and it.
Hit me with these pizza facts, bro, because I don't know anything about this.
Let me
This
hit
is
this,
a Scott,
right? So,
Scott Pink special.
A team of scientists and chefs in Italy, so you know it's legit, right? Because they're from Italy.
Everything that comes from Italy is legitimate. Is legitimately.
Especially that the pontiff himself.
Oh, Pope Francis, the former bouncer. Boy.
They say they developed a pizza that helps prevent cancer. It uses wheat dough, cherry tomatoes, broccoli rabe. Broccoli rabe?
Where's that? It's pointing out to me. Rabe? I don't know. I'd say Rabe.
Whatever
broccoli
it is.
Rabe.
Olives.
Broccoli Rob. Oh, Broccoli Rob. Is it Broccoli Rob?
I don't know.
Because Broccoli Rob was a character from The Office, and I could see that being pronounced Rob.
Okay. Some chili and olive oil. So, but the pizza has no cheese, no sauce, and no meat. So, if it doesn't have any of... Okay, so
It's
you
just
could
dough
get
and
by,
toppings.
right? You could get by with no cheese, and it could be a pizza. You could even get by with no sauce and have it be a pizza. But if you don't have either of them, is it a pizza?
I say no. Okay, hold on. Let's break this down even further. I gotta disagree with you. If it doesn't have dough,
I haven't.
cheese,
You're not disagreeing with anything. I
and,
haven't.
no, I'm just saying.
Okay.
If it doesn't, I'm saying you can't have a pizza with no cheese and have it still be a pizza. That's bread and sauce. You can't have a pizza with no sauce and have it be a pizza. That's freaking cheesy bread. We call this garbage bread, where you put bread and a bunch of stuff in it, and that's fine. That's all well and good. But don't come at me with your freaking vegan pizza and tell me that's pizza. Unless you use some vegan cheese, that's fine. Because actually some vegan cheese does taste pretty dang good, and it's hard to tell. But don't get at me with that tomato pie nonsense and tell me it's vegan pizza. No! Get out of here with that. Put the cheese on it. Put the meat on it. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to have meat. It needs dough, sauce, cheese. That's a pizza. Case closed.
Good morning, Michael. Thanks for tuning on in.
Thanks for checking in, Michael.
Also, there is a celebrity out there that is bathing in milk. I don't know if it's whole milk, 2% milk, 1% milk, chocolate
Let's
milk,
find out, shall we?
milk, but...
Because I got the straight, skinny, skim milk style. It's not skim milk.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay. Mariah Carey. She bathes in milk. What kind of nonsense is this? What kind of monster takes a bath in milk?
Someone that destroys their New Year's Eve performance on live TV. Because they
Bars!
don't sing.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
So Mariah Carey was doing this interview, and they were discussing her infamous diva behavior. It seems like Mariah Carey's come back down to earth a little bit in the last year or so. So the interviewer was like, so do you only bathe in French mineral water? And Mariah was like, no, I bathe in milk. And the interviewer was like, wait, what, really? And she said, yeah, I use milk as a beauty treatment. I don't want to give away all my secrets. So we don't really know anything about it. Other than that, she doesn't bathe in cold milk, hot milk. I would guess that's because if you use hot milk, then that opens up your pores, and you're going to have cheesy clogged
And it
pores.
helps you fall asleep easier, too.
Yeah. You don't want your pores looking like some kind of mozzarella stick.
No, it's just nasty.
That's no good for beauty.
Right. So real quick, just to go back because that's pretty much done. So Genevieve says she was reading about that pizza thing and that you can only have the pizza twice a week, and you are right. If you only tell me I can eat pizza twice a week, I don't believe you.
Is that pizza period twice a week, or this special type of cancer preventing pizza?
Yeah, cancer preventive pizza. And then Michael goes on to say vegan pizza. The most pizza sauces have
cheese in them.
Cheese in it, or parm cheese.
Probably
in
parm.
It.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
I would hope that the people who are vegan are vigilant enough to not eat the sauce that has cheese in it, because otherwise, what's the point? Freaking commit! Go all in! If you're not committing, I don't want to see you in my zone!
Right. So Roseanne about to get relaunched, this time without Roseanne, and you know what? It's just gonna fail because nobody cares about Roseanne without Roseanne.
I don't know. John Goodman, though. You ever see 10 Cloverfield Lane?
I love John Goodman. He's a superb actor.
He really is, man. That movie sold me on him as an actor. But okay, so the rumor is a rumor coming from TMZ that they're going to announce a spin-off without Roseanne. It's an imminent announcement, could be within the week. And people are like, well, but how does Roseanne work without Roseanne? Well, I have an explanation for that. You take the show, and you take Roseanne out of it, and then you do the show. And that's how it works. And you could call it Nozanne.
Right? And I actually think I have a way of how the show may work, right? You actually have the show...
Obesogens.
You actually have the show be in real time, and you have the show of, like, Roseanne going into hiding because she says something that pushes her away from society.
Dude, there you go. That's
You know what I
topical.
mean?
It's meta. I love meta humor. I don't know if Roseanne's target audience is so zoned in on meta humor, but that was one of the things that made Community such a great show.
Oh, Community top 5. Love
For
Community. Sure. Yo, DG is the guy.
He is.
For real. That's Donald Glove.
Childish Gambino,
Yeah,
also.
you didn't
He's
know.
DG and he's CG.
Right. So before we get in these bad jokes real quick, Mike, we've seen the Nicki Minaj and Eminem story. We talked about it a little bit last week, but, we came to the conclusion that we feel that they are serious, but they're kind of just using it as, like, a gimmick. They're
hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
Because that's the easiest way to throw people off the scent. Is it, and if you let it go, people are going to start the rumors up again. But if you keep throwing out little jabs like Eminem calling Nicki wifey, then people are like, geez, they're still kidding. Like, even the prep site that this was on was like, oh, so they're still on about that. Bro, you got to stay, if you're on a prep site.
Yeah, I can't see, you got to move your hand a little. Okay, great.
You got to do it.
Factory. Yeah, so that's what I think about that. So get ready for Mr. and Mrs. Minaj Shady.
Actually, we're going to talk about that tomorrow on the show. We're taking the girl's last name in marriage.
So tune on into Billy the Kid in the Morning, Mañana, which I've learned is tomorrow.
Yeah, mañana.
Is Spanish.
Yeah, Scott was going around thinking mañana meant morning.
Yeah. I was like, Billy the Kid in the Mañana.
I mean, that's...
Billy the Kid in the tomorrow.
In the tomorrow.
But Mañana, tomorrow, I've learned.
All right, let's bad joke it up.
People say you can't learn. You're going to learn today. All right, so let's start off with, since we just talked about this. Oh, this is Scott's bad jokes. These are not good jokes. They're bad jokes. So I'm just putting that out there
disclaimer.
Ahead of time. So
we should have a little slide that says disclaimer. These are bad jokes.
Yeah, you will not laugh.
I don't know. I usually do. You undersell yourself. All right, I have not seen these jokes
any
before.
Publicity is good publicity.
I almost saw one earlier. I was face up, and I was like, no, put that face down. I don't want to see it until I get surprised on the show. So here we go. Here we go. Eminem gave a shout out to his wifey, Nicki Minaj, during a show over the weekend. Yeah, they're still playing that game, and that game is washed up rappers finding love. Yeah, it sounds like a VH1 reality show.
Coming this spring.
Washed up rappers finding love.
They're coming next spring.
Yeah, I do think Nicki is washed up, sadly. Okay.
Especially Eminem.
Kendall Jenner is now allegedly dating NBA player Ben Simmons, which is just as shocking as which is just as shocking as hearing that the Kardashian Jenners need air to breathe. Is that because they only date basketball players?
Pretty much, or rappers. It's either or. It's an athlete or a rapper.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Dang, I need to play basketball so I could date Kendall Jenner.
Damn, that'd be hard body.
It sure would be.
Speaking of hard.
A man is suing CBS for ruining his marriage because... I didn't even realize. Okay,
I didn't set it up like that. This just happened to be all natural.
It's a natural flow. This is the magic that happens when we're on the pirate ship in the jam studio.
Right.
A man is suing CBS for ruining his marriage because they told his wife about his secret Viagra prescription. This guy's so mad he's now got blood rushing to both his hands. Oh man!
Bars.
Woo!
Okay. Last one. Now this one I wasn't gonna do.
Oh, but I said do it.
But he said do it.
So I actually have heard this one. And I can sign off. This one, you're gonna be disappointed because this is a good joke. This is not a bad joke. This is an actual, factual, real life joke that Scott hit me with. He said it was too inappropriate. So if you've got those squeaky clean virgin ears, turn thyself away. Because here we are. We're going in. Freaking secret Viagra prescription style.
All the way in.
I heard a phrase that I actually can't say here, but I want to tell you about this after the show. President Clinton doesn't think he owes Monica Lewinsky a personal apology. Why, you ask? That's because he already bought her a new dress. Oh, man!
Oh,
Where is it? Yep.
Bars.
reference now. I think it's okay. I think we can get away with that. It's past the statute of limitations.
Oh, man. Okay. With that being said, that's it for the bad jokes. I hope that they were bad enough for you.
Yo, we got some crying, laughing emojis in the chat, so I think you've done your job.
Yo.
You've done well.
Yo, we came, we saw, we conquered. Live and direct from the Jam Studio.
The SS Jam.
Studio A. Because A is for awesome. Alright, so we out of here. You can catch us, wow, it's almost 11. You can catch us Monday through Thursday on the Jam's Facebook page at 10:30 Eastern Time.
Because that's the only time zone that matters.
One. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Not a rectangle show. Not a triangle show. Not a pyramid show. It's a cubicle show. Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Cubicle Show. We're just gonna do one. Boy!